The Porsche 911, internally typed 993, is the fourth generation of the 911 model Porsche sports car, manufactured and sold between January 1994 and early 1998, replacing the 911 Type 964. Its discontinuation marked the end of air-cooled 911 models. The 993 was much improved over the quite different from its predecessor, according to Porsche. Every part of the car was designed from the ground up, including the engine. Nevertheless, only 20% of its parts were carried over from the prior 911. Porsche refers to the 993 as a significant advance, not just from a technical but also from a visual perspective. The internal design of the Porsche 993 was penned by English designer Tony Hatter. It retained the core cabin and body shell architecture of the 964 and prior 911 model iterations, but exterior panels were revised with much more flared wheel arches, a smoother front and rear bumper design, and a large retractable rear wing and teardrop-shaped mirrors. Porsche engineered the new light alloy rear subframe with an entirely new multi-link coil springs and wishbone rear suspension design, dubbed the Weissach axle, making significant progress in the engine's impact on the car's handling, put it behind the previous lift-off oversteer, and providing an improved driving experience and creating a more civilized car overall. The 993 has several variants like its predecessors, varying body style, engines, drivetrains, and included equipment. Engine power was increased by the addition of the Vario ram system and added particularly in the mid-range of RPMs, and also resulting in more throttle noise at higher revs. The Vario ram system resulted in a 15% increase in the new 911's engine power over its predecessor. The 993's available all-wheel drive system replaced the 964's center differential with a precocious coupling similar to the 959's, making the new system significantly lighter. The 993 also was the first 911 to receive a 6-speed gearbox, which came as standard. Rear-wheel drive models remained available with Porsche's Triptonic 4-speed automatic transmission. A 993 GT2 was used as a safety car during the 1995 Formula One season. A major change was the implementation of all-alloy multi-link rear suspension attached to the alloy subframe and completely new design derived from the 989, a four-door sedan that never went into production. A system later continued in the 993's successor than the 996 and required the widening of rear wheel arches, which gave better stability, new suspension, improved handling, and making it more direct and more stable, and helping to reduce the tendency to oversteer if the throttle were lifted during hard cornering, a trait of the earlier 911s. It was also reduced interior noise and improved ride quality. The 993 was the first generation of 911 Porsches to have a 6-speed manual transmission, including the standard, as its predecessors had a 4 or 5-speed transmissions. In virtually every situation, keeping the engine at its best torque range above 4,500 RPM was possible. The Carrera, the Carrera S, the Cabriolet, and the Targa models were available with Triptonic 4-speed automatic transmission, and first introduced in the 964. From the 1995 model year, Porsche offered the Triptonic S with additional steering wheel-mounted controls and refined software for smoother, quicker shifts. Since the 993's introduction, the Triptonic is capable of recognizing climbs and descents. But also both in acceleration and top speed, but the differences are not much more notable. Triptonic cars also suffered a 55-pound increase in weight. The 993's optional all-wheel drive system was refined over that of the 964, and Porsche departed from the 964 setup consisting of 3 differentials and revising the system based on the layout from its 959 flagship, replacing the center differential with a precocious coupling unit, and in conjunction with the 993's redesigned suspension. This system improved handling characteristics and inclement weather and still retain the stability offered by all-wheel drive systems without having to suffer many compromises as the